welcome to Profit Passion Fruit Farming, and today I want us to start a new series on step by step on how to farm passion fruit. So if you want to begin, where can you begin, or what should you start with, or what should you know in order to start? So in this series, it will be a long series, but I will take you through, and by the end of this series I want you to make a decision, and also you will be starting a profitable business. So if you're new here, please subscribe and also share. And in number one, I want us to consider something that I call choice that you make before you select a variety, because that's where we begin by selecting a variety. So you have to know uh, what are you going to deal with. Is it yellow, purple, or sweet yellow? So you have to consider the three, but before you consider, you have to know there is a location where you're located. You have to make that choice, or you must do a due diligence, or a survey, and know in your location which variety do best. Is it purple, is it sweet yellow, or is it coast yellow? So you have to consider. In cases there is red passion fruit, so you have to consider which one does best. So after that, now you can go and say this is the best variety that does best in my location. Some cases also you have to consider the market. Number two, you have to consider the market. So before you choose a variety, you have to know that which variety does best in my area, and also has a best market in my location. Because most people, I see most people contacting me and saying, okay, I have this ready fruit, but I don't know where to sell. But you see, the problem is, before you begin, it's good to know that I'll be selling at a specific price, or at a specific market at this price. Also note that you need to know, like, before you begin, you have to know that which amount of money or profit margin do you want to make. So how much value or how much money do you expect in return? So you have to make that decision. So, and basing your decision in those two things, those are the most important. Although there is other things like cost, which if you want to raw production cost, you have to go for either yellow or coast yellow, sweet yellow or coast yellow. Those are the best. But if you want high production, high profit, you have to go for like purple passion fruit. So those are also other things that you can consider. So in this series, you have to understand that the choice you make will determine the profit you get. Because sometimes people don't, they just say, okay, I'm seeing people doing this, and I have not done my research whether my area can grow, and they just bought a bunch of seedlings, and they just put a farm, and later on you hear somebody regretting, saying he lost some money. So we don't want that to happen. So you better start with one seedling that is like a testing, rather than start with 100 or 200, which will make you lose a lot of money in the process. But the best thing is, they are expert in those areas. You can call somebody and ask, in this location, do you think, or do you have clue if we can grow? So mostly I tell people, contact people or go within your location, see if there is nobody who is farming. Just ask an expert, and he can tell you the climatic condition of your location can sustain which variety. So in most cases in coast areas, we find that coast yellow do best, and in fact it has a high production in coast areas than in other locations. So you have to consider which is your location. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and share.